Hey folks, this is the last day before Logic Pro comes to the iPad, and to commemorate this occasion and as a bit of a refresher, we're going to take GarageBand for iOS for a final spin. We'll talk about the impact GarageBand had on iOS, demo some of the instruments, and take a look at the sampler so that we'll be ready to compare it with Logic for iPad sampler when it comes out. Let's get started. Where the app really shines are the sounds, especially the piano. And this is my new setup that I'm going to be using for a while. You got my crotch cam, you got my face here in the reflection. Unfortunately, my old iPad wasn't going to support Logic Pro, so I upgraded to this iPad Air. Now, of course, GarageBand for iOS isn't going anywhere, but I'm guessing most iOS music creators are going to be switching over to Logic, at least for now. But that doesn't change the fact that GarageBand is a fantastic application. Now, I've been releasing apps since the first iPad came out, and at that time, GarageBand wasn't even on iOS. When it did hit, it made a huge splash. You know, now people are really excited about a professional DAW finally coming to mobile. Well, back then it was just all flashlight and fart apps. You know, the golden days. Without GarageBand, people would never have taken this platform seriously for audio apps. The app has evolved over the years, adding new sounds and features, but a lot that GarageBand does right, it has done since the very start. Take the guitar interface, for example. I was blown away by this string bending. You know, I never really had a MIDI controller until a year ago, and it makes playing this app so much more expressive. GarageBand does have some touch pressure sensing, but it's difficult to control that with just tapping the glass. The drum interface is a blast to play. Before GarageBand and even after, just the drum kit could have made an entire app itself. Once again, playing with the MIDI keyboard takes some of the fun out of it, but it does help with the performance. Finally, let's take a look at the sampler. This is one place where GarageBand on iOS outshines the macOS version. The AU sampler in GarageBand for macOS is robust for creating instruments, but the iOS sampler is a light version of Logic Pro sampler. You just record a sound and you start playing. I'll be really excited to see what Logic Pro for iPad sampler's like, and the wait is almost over. GarageBand always has and always will rock. There is still a lot of fun and utility to be had with this, even after Logic Pro drops. And yes, you can make a pro-sounding recording in GarageBand. You don't need Logic or Ableton or any of that. Also, final thought, you don't have to be a professional to pay for the Logic Pro subscription fee. I pay for Netflix, and I'm not a pro TV watcher, although I have put the time in. Thanks for watching the video, folks. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Pour one out for GarageBand.